I've traveled so much all over the world, India, Bangladesh, so many countries in Africa. And I would come home and the stories would ring in my head of the women that I talked to on the ground in those countries. I go out to the rural areas, I go out to slums and to townships, and women, I would be out to talk to women about vaccines, what I was interested in for their children. And the women would say, yes, that's important. But what about that contraceptive tool? Why is it I used to be able to get a shot in my arm, which is the predominant form of contraceptive, particularly in Africa? They would say, I can't get it anymore. It's a crisis. I can't have another child. I already have 4. I can hardly feed these 4. I need that tool. Why don't I have it? And to me, I just thought we use it in our own countries. We use contraceptives widely in the UK and in the United States. Those are decisions that women make to plan and space the birth of their children. It helps us have healthy children in our societies. And it became a rallying cry for me to answer those women's call. And so yes, I wrestled with my faith, but I'm Catholic and I use contraceptives and I believe in them. So many Catholic women in my own country use them, and I think it's the right thing for women all over the world. You know, I think the Pope will make the decisions that he thinks are right for the church. I don't think he'll necessarily follow my messages, but I think he cares about the poor. He very much talks about bringing the Catholic Church back to focus on the poor. So I think if he's out talking with families, he'll start to hear, I hope, the real needs that they have on the ground. The great news in child mortality is the number has come down significantly. So in the early 1960s, of all the children who were born every year, 20 million used to die every single year, which is a tragedy. We've gotten that number down of under 5 mortality now down as a world to 6.6 million children dying a year. That's still far too many children, but what it shows you is that unbelievable rate of progress because we focused on it as a world. We're now doing the right things. We're delivering vaccines to children for specific diseases that they get when they're under 5 years of age. We're also delivering things like malarial bed nets. So the world is focusing on this and we've made an unbelievable rate of progress. The UK government gives, but also I'm impressed with UK citizens. Red Nose Day here, I'd love to see that go on around the world. Save the Children, one of the oldest institutions who does very effective work on the ground and measures their work, they're started in the UK. So Bill and I constantly give the message that we should all measure what we're doing so we know that we're doing and getting results for our work, but that we should join in no matter what your level of wealth is.